What's up, guys? It's Skin. Today we're taking a look at Baudrillard's concept of media spectacle as it pertains to the recently passed Transparency Act and the files that released as a result. In January 2026, the Department of Justice released more than 3 million pages related to Jeffrey Epstein. Contained within, documents, videos, images, were all released under the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The release was presented as transparency. Headlines emphasized exposure. Redactions remained heavy. References to prominent figures appeared without leading to major accountability. The overall outcome is minimal. This is hyperreality. Physical events take place, such as abuses and investigations, but the media spectacle overtakes them. Reality is replaced by mediated signs that defer meaning indefinitely. Fake in this context does not mean invented. The simulation displaces the substance, and thus physical reality is simulated. This video traces how precursors such as Pizzagate and MKUltra laid the foundation, how the Epstein files embody the process, and why outrage generated online rarely moves beyond the platform. There are 4 stages of simulacrum. First, the sign reflects a basic reality. Second, the sign masks and distorts reality. Third, the sign pretends to reflect something absent. Fourth, the sign bears no relation to any reality. It is pure simulation. A physical moment is experienced. The representation, captured, shared, repeated, becomes dominant. In large-scale events, real occurrences, in this case, alleged underage victimization, is documented. However, the spectacle turns them into fragments. Viral posts, leaks, redactions, speculation, and so on. Visibility increases while the referent recedes and meaning is endlessly deferred. The physical persists. Anger rises while scrolling. Documented suffering continues. The spectacle erases the referent. Physical reality is simulated, tangible consequences exist, but they are contained and replaced by mediation. In 2016, emails from John Podesta, published by WikiLeaks, were interpreted as containing references to child exploitation linked to Democratic figures in the Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria in Washington, D.C. The interpretation spread rapidly across 4chan, Reddit, and Twitter. Millions of posts intensified amplification. One person traveled to the location armed, entered the building, and fired 3 shots to investigate claims of hidden activity, destroying only a computer behind a wall. No evidence was found. Physical intrusion occurred, while the event remained mediated. Outrage circulated digitally, then faded. The spectacle contained the energy and deferred the resolution. Project MKUltra officially operated from 1953 to 1973. Among the experiments, the CIA used LSD on unwitting subjects, electroshocks, sensory deprivation, and other techniques to fracture and reprogram psychological states. Most records were destroyed. Surviving documents were exposed in 1975 by the Church Committee. The underlying principle continues in altered form. Information saturation and repetitive exposure to cycles of scandals and algorithmic reinforcement produces psychic fatigue and shapes perception without chemical intervention. In the context of Epstein-related material, in this case, trauma, narratives are documented yet turn into commodified content. Historical experiments fractured minds directly, while contemporary mechanisms fracture consent through endless mediation. The January 30, 2026 release added over 3 million pages to the existing archive documents, more than 2,000 videos, 180,000 images. References to prominent individuals appear, redactions are widespread, some resignations and inquiries occurred, yet no fundamental shift followed. This is 4th stage simulation. The performance of transparency generates visibility, yet creates voids. Leaks circulate, meaning is deferred indefinitely, Physical locations and allegations exist, while the spectacle reduces them to signs without a fixed point of reference. Pizzagate produced millions of posts in 2016. Discussions around Epstein material spiked in 2026. The emotion is immediate, anger and urgency. Physical mobilization, such as protests and sustained pressure, remains limited compared to the other public issues. The platform circulates outrage as signs, likes, shares, threads, reactions. Participation is simulated, change is deferred. The spectacle contains the energy within the loop. Physical energy is present, but it is trapped. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Deuces.